All right, welcome to another episode of Successful and Single. My name is Josh J1 Rafer. I'm director of hip hop for Pandora, program director for SiriusXM Pandora Now. I'm educated. I'm a homeowner. I got good credit, no kids, and I'm single. And that's what we're here to discuss, why so many men and women like myself are single. And there's nothing wrong with being single. You know, we're not bitter about it. We're not upset about it. We're just going to have a conversation and explore and get a better understanding of what's going on. So hopefully other people can discover themselves and let them know that they're not alone and it's okay. But that brings me to my guest. I've known her for a couple of years now, and even though our interactions have been limited, I met her up when I was up in DC. I liked her energy. I like how she holds herself. I like how she's moving in the industry, and she's actually a DJ. So I'm gonna let her go ahead and introduce herself.
Well, thank you. I'm just impressed. Sheesh. I am DJ Daisy Dukes. That's who I am.
Okay. Let us know what you got going on.
I'm a core DJ.
Shout out to the core DJs.
Yes. I was actually the first core DJ model. I used to be a spokesperson for the core. So I used to be like Tony's protege. He used to take me around and show me how he did everything. So that kind of highlighted how my career went as far as me being able to do my own events, host my own parties, book my own, things and stuff like that. So it basically, Tony turned me into a national DJ. I've been on the road with Trina. I've done shows for Bumby, for Webby. I've DJ'd with Freeway for a couple shows for him. I've DJ'd in Europe. I've DJ'd like 15 states in the United States. I've hosted parties with Nicki Minaj. All kind of stuff.
You've been doing it.
Yeah, and then I have a social media marketing company. I also train dogs. So I have a dog training company as well. And
amazing.
I have a degree in education.
Ooh, yeah, educated too.
Yeah, I used to teach. I don't teach anymore.
I can tell you got that teacher voice vibe. Like 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. Yeah. I already do.
And I used to do a lot of nonprofit work. So that's been my career for the last like 20 years, I guess, since I was like 16. I'm 36.
That's what's up.
I've been a homeowner since I was 26, but I didn't buy my house. I inherited it. So generational wealth, big from that.
Awesome. And we love to see that, especially in the Black community.
Yeah, and my credit isn't bad. It's decent.
Okay.
It's decent.
That's good. That's better than poor. And you are single.
I am single.
Okay.
With no children.
Yes. Okay. So the question that I personally hate to get asked, especially by family members or if I'm on a date, but we have to ask it for the purpose of this podcast. Why are you single?
Okay. So my answers have changed.
As most people.
My answers have changed.
Give us the current answer right now.
The current answer right now is I am single because I cannot find adequate companionship.
Ooh. Okay. Adequate companionship. What is that like entail? What are you looking for in a person or a significant other?
Nothing.
Nothing. So you don't have like a particular type or anything?
I don't have a particular type.
Okay.
I don't have a particular like quota. I like for people to be involved in their lives. I'm in the entertainment industry, so I'm very involved in my life.
Sure.
I don't like people coming in my life trying to make my life be about them. And in being in entertainment, it's very hard for me to make it about them. So it's like, you're going to come second or third to things that you don't think that you should. So it's almost unfair to be in a relationship with me. In all honesty, I'm not single because I can't get anybody or find anybody. There's like nothing wrong with me in that area. I don't feel like I would be an adequate partner because I'm not focused on relationships. It's always people trying to get me in a relationship. It's always somebody trying to be with me or get my attention. People don't want to help me with my career. They don't want to see me succeed. That's what I really care about.
Right.
And as a woman, I guess you're supposed to like want to get married and you're supposed to want to have kids and you're supposed to want I don't want that. I just want to be successful at what I do. I have somebody I could talk to about it without them trying to like, hump my leg. Like,
not hump your leg. Yeah, I guess that's a dog reference, right?
No, and I don't call men dogs. They're not that loyal.
but a hump on your leg.
Yeah, like dogs are hella loyal. I'm a dog lover, so I don't insult dogs. Probably like you like a man, cause nah.
So when was your last relationship?
I don't know.
That long ago? Yeah. Or you just blocked it out completely?
Yeah, like I'll be forgetting. It didn't work out. It didn't happen. Like, fuck.
So what happened? If you don't have to give any names or any particular details, but what happened overall that it just didn't work out?
Okay, so I've had situationships because I don't commit to too much.
Okay.
And then I've had relationships. And my relationships that didn't work out were really just because I wasn't completely focused. I honestly say that my relationships didn't work out because of me. And then my situationships didn't work out because they weren't supposed to.
Wow, that's some big self-awareness right there where you could say, it was because of me.
Yeah.
So, working in the industry, we both work in the industry, and especially you being a DJ. And I remember my DJ schedule be all over the place. Sometimes your day is all day long. Sometimes you don't get home till 3 and 4 in the morning. Do you find it challenging to either date somebody outside the industry, or do you prefer to date somebody inside the industry?
That's why I'm single, Jay.
I mean, because like me.
No, I'm saying that's why I'm single. And the reason why I say that's why I'm single is because when I date outside the industry,
sure,
you don't understand. You don't understand why I sleep half the day, or why I'm on the phone all the time, or why I'm out at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, or why when we go out to eat, random ass niggas know who I am and want to dap me up or want to talk to me in the middle of eating. Like, the things that are like all the red flags for not the right kind of woman, because I'm a DJ, but it's not me. It's like my life. So it's like, I don't know these people, but they know me. If you're not in the business, you wouldn't understand that. So now I've made you uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so hard to date people that are not in the industry. Then when you date people in the industry, you have to be careful. You have to be so careful.
Yeah. Why do you say that? I understand exactly what you're talking about. I'm gonna give my 2 cents, but it's all about you right now.
You just have to be careful because you don't know what people's intentions are. You don't know why they're talking to you. Like, when you date in the industry, it's a way to date in the industry. And if you don't do it correctly, you're going to lose. Is there people in your business? They could be using you for a come up. If you have more money than them, or you have more assets, then they're trying to take your things. People want your connections.
Right.
Not to mention it could be like a bad breakup. Then you have somebody publicly going around talking about you. If they happen to be in a position of power, you can now get blackballed because it's not no real rules in entertainment. Oof. So it's just like, it's just uncomfortable. You have to go out there. You can't stop people from going places. They got to see you forever. It's so uncomfortable because you just don't know what people's real intentions are. Yeah. Especially when things don't work out. It's very hard to date in this industry because you're going to cross paths.
Yeah. I totally agree with 100% of everything you said. And that's the struggle I go through, because even as a guy, I don't necessarily want to date in the industry to be nice because the woman understands. But at the same time, you don't want to be known as that guy, or I don't want to be known as that guy, oh, he just talked to every woman that's in the industry, because I feel like you guys have enough of a fight on your hands being women in the industry. Totally. And trying to get guys to take you seriously and treat you as equals and stuff. So I try to make it a point not to talk to women in the industry because I don't want to be that guy. Oh, he's in a little position of power, so now he tried to flex it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so there are ways around that, and there are ways through that. It's just like, it's like, for instance, I have a lot of friends that are in powerful positions. I don't date them. Not because I can't or not because they're not interested. They don't want to talk to me like that. They're like, you're you.
Right.
Excuse me, I'm me, whatever. But then there have been times where I've had powerful people that want to date me. And there's two perspectives on it. Because I was in a position that was not as valuable, and I'm not saying like I was not as valuable. I'm saying that like there are positions in the music entertainment business that some have more power than others.
Right.
Where you could easily change my position with a phone call.
Right. But
you're not obligated to. You don't have to. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I make that a requirement, then that's probably what I'm here for. So if I'm asking you for help, like genuine, like we're having a conversation, like how we're talking right now.
Right.
Oh, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah, well, I could do that. Da-da-da, because you volunteered. You offered. You wanted to do that.
Absolutely.
Versus me. I've been here for 3 months and you ain't did nothing for me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
It's somebody and what I've come to notice, with both men and women, when you have people that are vested and that are like invested in their careers, you genuinely want to see the person that you're with succeed. Like, if I was a teacher and let's say my spouse is a trash man, he gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. As a spouse or whatever, I know you get up that early or whatever, so I get up and fix you something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do things to build within the relationship based upon what the other person is doing.
Right.
But if you don't really bring anything to the table and you kind of expect for people to kind of do stuff for you, then you kind of throw yourself out there for that. Music business people, and it's just not the business side, it's the models. They have that sense of entitlement. I am this person, so I deserve these things because the outside people treat me like this, but you've done nothing in your household to earn that. So it really boils down to just how people treat people and how you deal with people. Yes, I respect you as a woman. I respect you as a working woman. But outside of that, would you like to go out for a drink, or would you like to, talk outside of that? If that doesn't make you uncomfortable, that's completely respectful.
Yeah.
It's showing your interest. It's nothing that's going to get you sued. If the bitch say no, if the woman says no.
It's okay. You can curse. It's okay.
I'm trying to talk about respect. And I'm like, did the bitch say no, then fuck her. Nah, but.
And that's how most guys think. What? She said no.
Yeah. I was nice to her. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? But there's a way to be respectful to let people know that you're interested without like humping on somebody's leg. That's all I'm saying. Like as a,
you and this humping on the leg.
Yeah, no, like I have a thing about people like touching me.
Right.
And being a public figure, people think they could just come up and touch me.
Yeah.
My shoulder, hi Daisy. Hi Daisy. Hi, don't fucking touch me. I don't like it.
Especially in these COVID times.
Before COVID, I was happy when COVID happened. Right. So I could have a reason to wear a mask and tell people don't touch me. But it's just like, it's a sense of entitlement that people have that you deal with all the time being in entertainment.
Yeah.
So when you go home, you just want somebody that respects you, not somebody that feels entitled to you, your things, or the stuff that you work very hard for. But if you have somebody that doesn't work hard for anything, then they're going to act like that. So that's why I say it's all about who you pick and choose and why you're talking to them in the first place. If you're talking to a chick because her ass is fat and she look cute,
right? But
you've never had a conversation with her, you've never talked to her, you don't know what she's talking about, you could end up with a bonquisha. You know what I'm saying?
Not bonquisha.
Yeah, like, you gonna buy my bundles, nigga? Go over here staring. You gonna buy my... It's females like that. And it's some dudes that respond to that. Whereas it's some females that don't act like that. And they don't get approached. So they don't understand, like, or people approach them disrespectfully. And that's another thing, is that when, as a woman, you go out your way to carry yourself a certain type of way, or to be treated a certain type of way, and then the only way somebody can approach you in a relationship type of way, like to, I guess, what's the word? To, like, present interest is hella disrespectful. Or like cheapening. Yeah. Like, why you gotta treat women like that? That's what really turns women off a lot of the times. A lot of educated women, it's not really like what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. It's your approach. Yeah. Or that if I take you out, what I'm gonna get. Nothing, is I can take my fucking self out.
That's right. Oof. You dropped a lot of gems right there. Do you find that men are intimidated by you?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because I'm a no woman.
You're a no woman as far as, what is a no woman?
The opposite of a yes man. I'm not a ride or die. I'm like, where we going? How long is it gonna take us to get there? Why we going? Like, and after you answer all the questions, I'll be like, well, I don't want to go. Okay, that's fine. Like, I'm more like that. Like, I'm not, what's the easiest way to explain why men are intimidated by me?
Yeah.
I'm not an ego pleaser.
Ooh.
I'm a realist.
And you think most men want their egos stroked?
Yes.
Damn. I mean, to a certain degree, yes. I think one of the most popular love languages amongst men are physical touch and words of affirmation.
It's a patriarchal society. Yeah. So men need to feel like they are in control in some way, shape, form, or fashion at all times. So patriarchal societies basically tend to feed to male egos, what makes men feel good, which is why we have such a misogynistic view on women and what they should be doing.
Ooh, you dropping some gems right there.
I didn't want to have to hit you with it.
No, hit me with this podcast is real. Hit me with the hammers because I'm sure again.
But yeah,
the purpose is so we can all learn.
Understand? Okay, well, I talk about this type of stuff all the time. We have a really patriarchal society, and basically, like, we're supposed to be geared to appease the male's ego, but I don't agree with that. So, because I don't agree with that, a lot of males don't know how to approach me because I'm not looking for you to take me shopping. I'm not looking for you to take me out to eat. I'm looking for you to do anything. So why do you approach somebody that doesn't want anything? Why are you approaching somebody that doesn't want anything? Because you want something.
Right.
See how that goes?
Yeah.
So it may seem like I'm actually hella difficult, but I'm actually not difficult at all. You just have to appeal to me in a way that it's something that I want. And men have a hard time being very direct.
So have you ever lowered your standards as far as dating? I know some women have maybe dated a guy that makes less money than them or might not have all their stuff together because they say there's a lack of options out there. Mm-hmm. Have you ever kind of lowered your standards or say, oh, okay, I'll deal with them?
Yes, I've done that.
Okay, why?
At the times that I've done that, it was due to poor conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah, because as Black females, we're taught it's okay. Like if you find, because it's supposedly this male shortage or whatever it is, it's supposed to be okay. Like if you just to have a male, it's okay. If he's not as educated as you, it's okay. You should help him and make him better. If he's not as accomplished as you, it's okay. Right. You should help him and make him just as accomplished as you are, or still appease his ego so he feels good about his little position.
Wow.
If he's a liar, it's okay. He'll eventually stop lying. If he's a cheater, it's okay. He'll eventually stop. When you date Black, and I'm not trying to be racist or messed up or anything, it's a lower standard for what the standard for women is across the board. There's a standard for women, what's okay for women. And then once you become a Black woman, there's a standard that's a lot lower. So you're supposed to be okay with that. Because if not, you're stuck up. You're bougie, you think too much of yourself, you're gonna be alone, why do you think you're better than that? This is what you're supposed to do. Society is very critical amongst Black women as far as like what we're supposed to be accepting, tolerating, and what's okay versus saying like love is love who you love. You know what I'm saying? It's this whole Black love narrative, deal with this. But our males are behind us. Not all of our males are behind us. I was about to ask
that. Do you feel like there's a shortage of Black men out there or educated, strong Black men?
There's a shortage of the particular type of Black men that people find desirable.
Okay.
There's not a shortage of Black men. It's hella fucking Tyrones and Billies. Don't nobody want them. The men that are actually desirable, there is a shortage on. And that's because they don't have the type of infrastructure that they need. They're not being taught the right things. Right. But I always say this, our females are taught to be stronger. We're taught to be smarter. We're taught to educate ourselves. We're held accountable. Our males are not held as accountable as we are. If you make it, great. You are beating the statistic. You are an amazing black male, and we're going to celebrate you. But if you didn't make it, you're still an amazing black male, and we're going to celebrate you. But if you're a black female, you can't be mediocre or average. You need to go be great because you're not going to get celebrated. And that's how it is.
Damn. You're saying a lot.
But we're ahead of them. We make more money than them. We're more educated than them. So when you take a traveled woman, speaks multiple languages, then gone to these schools, learn these trades, learn the ways of the world, are you even compatible for Tyrone from the hood? You're not.
Right.
That's not your equal. You're more equal to somebody from like another country or somebody that's another race.
Damn.
That's why you're seeing so many interracial relationships. It's not necessarily because we can't find black men. There are black men there. They're not adequate. They're not challenging our brains. They don't pat us on the back and tell us good jobs for being overachievers or for working hard. It's you think you're better than us. You need to humble yourself. Well, Billy over here and Patrick, they think we're queens. My queen is dope. That's how they are.
And just to clear it up, you're not saying all black, you're just saying there's not enough black men that treat our black women like the queens that
but they're not
guys
taught
are.
to. They're not taught to. It's the patriarchal society that basically trickles down what they're taught. If they feel oppressed and they feel less than, it's only science that they're going to oppress and try to make the next person closest to them feel less than, which would be their females or their children. So it causes generational like damage.
Yeah.
Due to broken egos and messed up like, it's called what is it? It's like misogynistic like thinking. It's toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity, and males are taught that from like children on up. Like for instance, women have 35 emotions, right? It's okay for me to express all 35 of my emotions. Y'all got like 6, and it's okay for y'all to express like 3 without being attacked.
Right.
Without being called gay, soft, he's weak.
Yeah.
Or you're emotional. You can't handle this, that, and the third. You exude too many emotions. It doesn't work for males. So a lot of males feel a first, like a primary emotion, and then they filter it through a secondary emotion. So half the time that males are expressing stuff, it doesn't even come from the place of where it started.
Whew. You dropping some gems.
So how can you talk to someone and you can't even express yourself?
That's real true. I really feel that more men need to be self-aware, and especially black men, we need to talk about mental health more. I
feel like all black people need therapy.
We do.
Even the ones that feel like they grew up normal because of what we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, just being black in America.
Yeah. And we don't talk about it enough. I mean, it's gotten a little bit better where you have celebrities like a Jay-Z and Charlamagne and all of them have talked about how they've gone to therapy and stuff, but we're still not where we need to be. And black men, we need to do a better job of, again, being open with our feelings and not stereotyping each other or saying, oh, you talking about you soft or whatever. So you dropped a lot of gems. I appreciate that. I'm going to wrap it up on this question right here. Do you feel like you can have it all? And what I mean by that, the career, the success, the money, and the relationship.
I feel like if that's what I wanted, probably, yeah.
Okay.
So with the right partner, yeah, you can have that with the right person. Relationships are trial and error. It's like you're going to deal with people shit regardless. You just have to pick who shit you want to deal with for the longest period of time.
Yeah.
My parents been married for 40 years.
Oh, that's what's up. My parents have been married for 50 years.
Yeah,
So
they don't like each other all the time.
Yeah.
But they understand their boundaries.
They do. They do. Yep.
So it's like I'm an example of you can have it all. My parents are successful. They have kids. They was married. They got stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't feel as though it makes it, how do I put it? Without going into like another 20 minutes tangent. It's hard to think about it when you think about like what you're up against as a Black female. I mean, I may have a sexy image or whatever, but what you're up against, what you see when you turn on TV, what you hear when you listen to music, what you hear when you're walking down the street, what you hear when people approach you, like constant disrespect to the point to where like you're damn near programmed to where it's like, okay. So like it's closed me off from people in a sense that I don't really want anyone in that space, just because it's very painful to deal with like people and things and their issues. I'd rather be successful. I like my accomplishments.
Yeah. That
makes me feel good. Like I've never been like proud, like, oh, look at my dude, look.
Right.
Like I see people though, they're like that though. They be like, look, this is my husband. And I'll be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wish I could be like that.
Right.
Maybe I'm just not built like that. I don't know. I've never been that way. So like for me, no, I don't see that for me. Because I've never been that way.
Wow.
And I don't think that I would allow somebody in my space like that. Because like I'm a very genuine person. I'm very direct. I think I can be caring, but it's very hard for me to be. So I feel like if I was actually like compromised and change those things about myself to accommodate somebody and it didn't work out, I might snap and fucking kill somebody. I don't know. I don't like dwelling in the unknown. So it's just like I like it over here. I stay over here by myself with my dogs. I have dogs too, so I'm not like all the way alone. I'm the lady that they talk about. I'm the chick that's gonna die old with dogs.
As long as you die happy.
I am. Because I'll be able to afford a nurse.
That's all that matters. What's your IG? How can people reach you?
My IG is I am DJ Daisy Dukes. My website is www.imdjdaisydukes.com. Everything you need to find is at www.imdjdaisydukes.com.
Well, listen, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. You said a lot. You dropped a lot of gems, dropped a lot of knowledge. I learned some things. And again, that's what this podcast is all about. So thank you so much for your time. And if that special somebody does come into your life, you're going to be their blessing. For real.
Or they curse.
On that note, once again, my name is Josh J1 Rayford. You can follow me at Posterchildj1. Until next time, be safe and keep God first.